Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Minnesota's offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He's got him. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Dropping back, it's McLeod. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Dumps it to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll finally drag. But not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what the...
Turning it on! He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
How... That first drive by the offense, usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Bringing it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Utah's offense will have its first possession of the game. tight end. On the run, it's Cook. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Wants to throw on first down. Shows him the stiff arm. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Utes in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass, it's McLeod. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's got it.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, and great job timing it up and catching him off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in third and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great third down execution by this defense.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. For the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Can't get him to the ground. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly in front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's McLeod. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. Going for 6. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Utes will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
Yep.
Oh, he's got some space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Quick release on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Going to try to get it himself. At the 45, on his way. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the back. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He'll do it himself. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. When they wanted a touchdown last time, this drive, they can go make it happen.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Desperately wanted to keep the... But they did not. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.